Well, hello. I just thought I'd get on here and just have a late night discussion. This is one of the coldest nights we've had last night and tonight and tomorrow night, I think. Trying to get my chat up here. Bear with me a minute. I'm trying to get my chat up. Oh, hi, Connie, Michelle. How are you ladies doing tonight? I thought it would make everybody warm feeling if they saw a fire burning. Yes, it's cold there and here and several other places. I know. It's going to be down to like 34 tonight. It was going to be 31 tomorrow night, I think. A lot of my plants, the leaves just look like they froze last night. I just love sitting and watching a fire burn. Staying inside too cold for me. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I know, doesn't it look good? I had to share. Hi, Gladys. How are you? Everybody ready for Halloween tomorrow? All the haunts to come out, trick-or-treaters. I mean, it's hard to imagine it's the end of October already. Gladys says, I just woke up. Most people are just going to bed. Y'all have a big Halloween plan tomorrow? Y'all usually have a lot of trick-or-treaters coming by? Everybody's giving everybody else flowers and hearts. Good for you. I love to hear the fire just crackling. Sounds so good. You don't have many kids that come by, Michelle? And Gladys, you had a bad day. Oh, I'm sorry. Don't do Halloween. Well, I've got so I don't, since my kids are grown and gone. I don't usually have too many trick-or-treaters come by here anymore. I put up my lighted pumpkin and my skeleton and all that at the end of the house facing the street for people that ride by during the night. But that's about it. Connie's giving Mardell some flowers and hearts. Why is it when you see a fire, it just seems like it warms you up? Have y'all been having a good day today? You loved what I cooked? That was the first pork shoulder roast that I've cooked in a long time. And those sweet pepper poppers, I think that's the first time I've ever made those. It was pretty good. Took a long time to cook it though. Mardell makes good ham sandwiches. Yeah, I know. I gotta go get me a loaf of bread because I'm out of bread, unless I bake some. We do dress up, me and my son, because he likes Halloween costumes. He mainly delayed. So he's 25, but in mind of an 11-year-old. So we just have a family fun night. Well, that sounds nice, Connie. Family fun night is a safe way to celebrate Halloween. There's a bunch of crazies out there. That's why a lot of kids don't go trick-or-treating anymore. Here they go to the businesses that are on the map that they put in the newspaper. So they feel safer, going to the businesses getting candy and stuff than go into individual doors when you don't know who lives there. Yeah, I was a little tired tonight, so I didn't want to really get in front of the camera. So I said the fire will do nicely. Have y'all made plans for Thanksgiving yet? Can you send me some? I won't mind, Gladys. Okay, in my previous video, I think it was the one I posted early this morning. What did I harvest from the garden? Does anybody know? Hi, Derek. I'm doing great. I'm just a little tired. I harvested 2 things. What was it? Annie's got one of it, Swiss chard. What was the other? It was Swiss chard and something else. What was the other thing that I gathered from the garden? Because I didn't want them to freeze last night. Not basil, not in the last video. That was the one before that. Peppers, Gladys got it. So I'll be sending Gladys and Connie Jones. Wasn't it Connie? No, Annie Watson. I think I've already got their addresses. Let me write it down before I forget it. I'll be sending those 2 people something in the mail for getting the answers correct. Boy, Gladys, you were quick this time. You got the answer right. And he says, I know, but I can't say. Happy Halloween from Mike Myers. I can do without Myers, that's for sure. Yep, Annie and Gladys won. I can't say about the peppers. What? I don't know. I don't understand. Most of them were bell peppers. Some of them were poblano peppers and I think banana peppers. But I've got a big old bowl full of them. No, I have not, Gladys. I was trying to save some of it for tomorrow, just in case any of the kids came by. Oh, Michael Myers is in Derek's neighborhood, huh? You hate scary stuff, Annie? I don't particularly like stuff that's too scary. I don't really like watching his movies. It's kind of creepy. My son always loved them, though. You're going to be scratching on my door to feed you, Gladys. Like little buddy. I do too, Michelle. Just hearing it and looking at it just warms you up some way. I don't know. Yep, it sure does. I've noticed if I watch a movie that has snow and ice in it, all of a sudden I get a chill, you know. It makes me like, oh my God, it makes me cold, you know. Of course it is. Little buddy's outside somewhere. He's been in and out most of the day, and then later this evening he just took off. Don't know where he went. I had to go to the store, so he went outside, and he was not here when I came back, so he'll be back later. Thoughts are with Matthew Perry's family and friends too young. Yeah. A lot of famous people die young. It's going to be 34 tonight, and it's going to be 31 tomorrow night. It was a little chilly today, but the sun was out, so that helped kind of warm it up a little. And then after tomorrow night, it's going to warm back up during the day to about 75. $25 there, Connie. Ooh, that's cold. I would not want to be there if it was 25 degrees. Ugh. Makes me cold just thinking about it. Yeah, really. Mother Nature must be upset. We've had crazy weather. It's everybody messing around with the ozone layer, I guess. I don't know. You like being outside, but you've been inside all day. Yeah, I can imagine if it's 25 degrees, I'm going to be inside. I'm not a person that could live in a place like Alaska where it's cold all the time, where you got snow and ice all the time. Yeah, I don't know what this world's coming to. I mean, there's so much trash all along our coastlines everywhere. Plastic, especially. I mean, we're ruining our planet, with all the plastic and the garbage that's being thrown out. Makes it hard for the fish and the wildlife. Gets into the teens a lot there, Connie. Ooh, that's cold. I'd like for it to stay about 70 degrees year round. That would be nice to me. I said I'd be a perfect candidate to live in Hawaii, I guess. There's April Flowers. I just spoke of Hawaii and she pops in. Oh, you were listening. Got to be outside for a little bit. Well, it's still warm where you're at. It's cold here. $77 degrees. Yeah, that's pretty warm. You're taking your speakers outside. Oh, you gonna have a party? A party? That's usually what happens when you take speakers outside. You have a party. Working and listening to you. Okay, April. I thought I would have a lot to say until I got live, and now I'm kind of at loss for words. Just me and my dog. Well, you can have a party with just two people or two, a pet and a one person. He's always happy. It's nice to have a happy animal because they're not fun if they're not happy. It's just me and a man named Ehoy. Okay, April. See you when you get back. Who be? You're feeling blah, Mardell? I'm sorry. I was hoping everybody felt good today. I feel pretty good. I'm just a little tired. It's been a long day. I've just found so much to do and still haven't got everything I wanted to get done, but can only do so much in one day. Whew. I can't stop yawning right now. Well, my brother, Donnie, who lost his wife last Christmas Eve morning, he's been sick for the last few days. And I just found out that he's got COVID. And he's been running a fever of 104. And I said, well, that doesn't sound good. Yeah, I do that too sometimes, Mardell. I get overwhelmed when there's too much to do, and I'm only one person, and I can't get it all done. Yeah, he said he's lost about 14 pounds or more since he's been sick. But he never mentioned at first he had COVID. I don't know if he knew it. Maybe he went to the doctor and found out he had COVID. Yeah, everybody keep him in your prayers. I mean, COVID is nothing to sneeze at, you know? I mean, I was getting kind of worried about him when he said he'd been sick for a couple of days, not feeling good, and he'd been running fevers, and he said he'd lost 14 pounds, and that was a couple of days ago. And I saw a post that he put on Facebook today where he said he was still having 104 fevers, and he had COVID. So I said, well, that does not sound good. Ooh, me. I can't stop yawning, y'all. Yeah, we know Mardell will be okay. Sounds like you might be kind of depressed or something this time of year. Maybe you had family losses this time of year or something. 35 outside. Ooh. Well, like I said, it's supposed to be 34 here tonight for the low. And it'll be down to 31 tomorrow night. Michelle says, my daughter and daughter-in-law both work in a hospital. They said there's a lot of COVID patients they take care of. They worry about coming around me. Bozo the clown? Where did you come from? You're looking at a fire. You're not looking at the house. Yeah. Hooey. How's the weather down your way, Bozo the Clown? COVID loser bums. Sunny. Right, not bad clowns. We like nice clowns. Hello, Spencer Love. How are you? Who's whining? Yeah, maybe he needs more vitamin D. I take calcium and a big dose of vitamin D every day, along with all my other um, vitamins. One of my mods, get rid of Bozo the Clown. I forgot to turn my private setting on my chat tonight. That would have kept him out. Thank you. Well, thank you, Spencer Love. You subscribed to my channel. Yeah, I've got my cell phone, so I can't delete any of them's comment right now. I'm not on my laptop. Yeah, last time I went live, I remembered to turn my private setting on just for, subscribers only. So those off the wall people couldn't come in and say these kind of remarks, and I forgot to do it tonight. Whoa, Gladys. Yeah, next time I'll remember to turn on the setting where just subscribers only can get in. That'll keep most of them out. Yeah, he was right. It's not a real fireplace. It's the screen on my TV. But I don't have a fireplace in my house, not a real one, so. And I don't know that you could even put a real one in here. But I love a fireplace, so I've always got electric fireplaces so I can watch the logs burning. Spencer Lowe says, I do. I know, I think most of my family have real fireplaces. I'm probably about the only one that doesn't. Yeah, he was just plain rude, Bozo the Clown. He's a rude clown. Not a nice clown at all. I know, gotta love technology. Yeah, you can just about find any type of a screen to put on your TV, from fireplaces to waterfalls to rain, anything. Yeah, I've got one in my kitchen that looks like a fireplace, and it always has the logs burning, but the light is burned out in it, and I don't know how to change the light. It still heats, but I don't know how to replace the bulbs in there to make the fireplace work. Are y'all as tired as I am? I can't stop yawning. Yeah, well, happy Halloween tomorrow to you too, Spencer, love. Yeah, I love to just sit and watch a fireplace. It's better than watching a movie. I've brought them up on my laptop screen several times. It's a 15-inch screen, but it works better if you've got a television that you can bring it up on. Ooh, bee. What is it they say when you yawn all the time, that you're not getting oxygen in your lungs or something and it makes you yawn? Have y'all ever heard that? Connie said yes, and Gladys says rest so I can make her some cookies. Yeah, I don't know if it's true or not, but I've heard that, I think, off and on all my life, that when you yawn a lot, it's not just because you're tired, it's because your lungs are not getting the oxygen they need. Nanny said, yes, it's true. I made tonight. All I know is that yawning is contagious, and now I'm doing it. I'm sorry. And you didn't even see me do it. I was just saying that I was yawning. You could probably hear me yawn. And the fireplace is relaxing you, so that makes you sleepy as well. The oxygen you need, yeah. Oh, Michelle baked cookies tonight. What kind of cookies, Michelle? You could hear me. I'll put all of you to sleep. Yeah, Gladys. Michelle said she baked cookies tonight. Hi, Teresa. How are you? Peanut butter chocolate chip cookies. Oh, my goodness. Oh, wow, April. That's great. Sending out runners. The seeds I sent. Okay, great. The clematis, I guess. Yeah, Teresa, tell your son we all said hi. Well, Spencer, there's always some rude person that pops in here. They're usually up to no good, and they make off-the-wall comments that they shouldn't be making. Yeah, it's hard to imagine it's going to be Halloween tomorrow. That means it's the end of the month. Gosh, where did October go? Spencer Love said I cooked chocolate chip cookies today. So you and was it Michelle both cooked chocolate chip cookies, only hers was peanut butter chocolate chip. Chocolate chip cookies are one of my favorites. I know, I guess it's because I've been so busy with everything. It just flew by. Here it is, November, right up on top of us already. Yeah, I bet they are good, Spencer. Well, tell your husband happy birthday, Annie Watson. Yeah, thumbs up, everyone. Yeah, I got kind of bored and just felt like getting on here chatting with everybody for a little bit. Are you going to do anything to celebrate his birthday, Annie? That's something, though, to have your birthday on Halloween Day. But I'm sure, a lot of people have birthdays on holidays or different kind of event days. You gonna bake him a pumpkin cake or a pumpkin pie tomorrow? Well, thank you, Gladys. Oh, you celebrated yesterday with your daughter and her husband. She cooked dinner for him and made a cake and pecan pie. Well, that was great. I know y'all had a good time. Well, thank you, Spencer. I'm glad someone likes my videos. I work hard on them, and sometimes I feel like they're not very good, but okay. Thanks, Teresa. Yeah, I know when you got together with your daughter and her husband and had a nice birthday celebration, that was a lot of fun. Mardell's mom's birthday is May Day. Wow, your sister and your husband both have birthdays tomorrow, Teresa. How neat. Celebrate both of them at one time. Did you plan anything special for both of them? Yeah, tell your husband and your sister both happy birthday. Did you bake a birthday cake? I made sugar-free devil's food cake for my husband. My sister is on the same diet as me, so she can't have cake. Oh, what a shame. Oh, he's a diabetic. Hi, Shelley. How are you this evening? I got bored and decided I'd come on here and just have a night chat, see what everybody was doing. I'm great, just a little tired. I keep yawning. I want to have a fire outside, but I just haven't had one yet. I'm sure they've lifted the burn ban since we got all this rain. Oh, that reminds me, I meant to check the rain gauge today to see how much rain we got yesterday and overnight, and I forgot to check it. Oh, you were watching my garden video, gathering all my Swiss chard and peppers. I had quite a few. And there's still some out there I probably could have gathered, but I left the smallest. Yeah, I hope your sister got something for her birthday, Teresa. Something she could eat. Yes, you did. Oh, you did. Yes, you did. Well, when I checked my rain gauge, was it yesterday, day before, we had gotten 7 inches of rain in 48 hours. That's why everything in town was flooding. And then, of course, we got more yesterday and last night. But I didn't check the rain gauge today to see how much we got yesterday and last night. I forgot. Yeah, that's a lot of rain. It's like I say, when we either get rain or we get it all at one time. Your sister will probably eat a steak and shrimp. That sounds good. I love shrimp. Well, I like steak too, but I love shrimp. Can someone make Gladys a cup of tea? The boys are sleeping. Yeah, it rained and then it cooled off here. And you know they were getting snow up in north, really the extreme north Texas around Amarillo and places like that. That snow was supposed to come down that far, but I don't think it'll make it down this far. Low carb treat. She's talking about having a Kato cake. Yeah, if I was there, Gladys, I'd sure make you a cup of tea. Cup of tea sounds great about now. I wouldn't even know how to begin to make a Kato cake. What kind of flour would you use for it? Oh no, colonoscopy. I hate those things. I've been in twice for them, and I don't think I'm ever going back. Yeah, it's just a routine colonoscopy, right, Teresa? I mean, you're not having any problems, are you? I know my doctor wants you to go in about every once every 5 years or so and have one done, and I think that's ridiculous. I mean, once you get a certain age, they want you to go in all the time and get a colonoscopy done. Yeah, that's true, to catch it early if there's a problem. You're right about that. Well, hopefully everything will be clear. Gladys, you're funny. You don't want nothing up there at all. I don't either, Gladys. I feel like that's invaded my privacy. I know. Drinking that stuff is terrible. Oh my God, I cannot imagine waking up while in the middle of all that. Ooh, that would be terrifying. Oh wow, Annie, that's awful. Every 6 months. I know what you're saying. The last time the doctor wanted me to go in for one, he gave me the prescription to get that stuff to drink. I got it from the drugstore, brought it home. It's still in my cabinet because I never went. I said, I'm not going this time. I'm not doing that. I knew they did it. I was all bloated. I agree with you, Michelle. That's bad stuff. Oh, wow. Yeah, make sure she doesn't get colon cancer. Yeah, hopefully it'll be clear. Yeah, hopefully it'll be all clear. No problem. I know, Connie. That is the most awfulest stuff to have to drink I've ever drank in my life. Mardell said she fasted for the entire day before, and drinking that stuff was not bad. I don't know. I couldn't hardly get it down. It was gross. I don't I don't blame you, Michelle. Oh wow, you got cysts on your pancreas? Well, hopefully whatever they are, they're benign. You don't hopefully you're not going to have a problem. I don't know, I might go live tomorrow. They told you to drink Gatorade. They didn't tell me to drink anything but that stuff that they had me get at the drugstore. That awful, gross stuff that you got to drink a gallon of. April said her second husband died of lung cancer that spread to his brain. I'm not getting married again. Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry, April. My first husband died of a heart attack, but he died after we were divorced. We weren't still together, but I went to his funeral and everything, and it was still bad. I mean, I still cared for him. And my second husband is still alive. He's had a bad problem with his hips. No, not his hips, his knees. So he has to walk with a walker now. He's had surgery on both knees. And then he fell and injured his hip. So it wasn't his knees that caused him to walk with a walker. It's his hip. Because the doctors told him that they could not do surgery on it. I don't care how long I'd be in the hospital. That stuff still ain't going to taste good to me either, Annie. Oh, 4. You were in the hospital 4 days. You're eating a half of a pumpkin. Again, it's small. Well, good for you. You leaving us, Spencer, love? It is getting late, I guess. Most of you are an hour ahead of me, except April. She's still probably her supper time. But I know a lot of you are Eastern time, so you're an hour ahead. So it's already 11:30. It's 10:37 here. You have a good night, Spencer, love. Maybe we'll hook up tomorrow. Oh my God, that was terrible, Michelle. That was quick. Yeah, I used to watch that 2 years ago, Bozo the Clown. Connie says it's 8:38 where she's at, 11:38 where Mardell is, and it's 10:38 here where I am. (9:38 where Spencer Love is, 10:38 where Teresa is. Never mind, Spencer Love. I don't know what never mind is for. Romper room. Teresa, you're freezing your tail off. Well, I was hoping the fire would warm you up, Connie. You were on Romper Room when you were 3 years old. How cute, Connie. Oh, so sorry, Michelle. The side effects, not the taste. Well, it both got to me. Side effects and the taste. It was like drinking chalk. That stuff they made me drink. I don't know what the name of it was. Sheriff John. I don't know who Sheriff John is. Yep, 10:41 p.m. Oh, Sheriff John is a kid show. You were on for 45 minutes, and then I had an accident, and Grandma came and took me with her to get cleaned up. Oh, Michelle, that doesn't sound good at all. Soupy Sales Show. I've heard of that. I don't remember, barely remember seeing that. Your fireplace went out this morning, and my husband got a new one this morning. Oh, well, that was good. You remember being devastated because it was your favorite show at the time? I hear the train horn blowing, and I hear a police siren going at the same time. Feeding my dog. I remember the old cartoons that I used to watch when I was a little girl. Stuff like Popeye the Sailor Man and Olive Oyl and Pluto and Roadrunner, Donald Duck, Mickey Mouse. No, I haven't seen him. I saw him the other day. He's at Walmart, but he costs too much. Yeah, you can pick them up pretty cheap sometimes. I have a gas furnace, but I keep my fireplace on when it's really cold, just as a backup, because it helps keep the house warmer. Love the Flintstones. I watched them the other night. Abba dabba doo. Felix the cat. Donald Duck. I remember him always saying, "What's up, Doc? What's up, Doc?" You didn't see cartoons when you were little? Mr. Magoo. Yeah, I remember Mr. Magoo. I know my favorite shows to watch were the cartoons, and then you had the Lone Ranger, you had Tarzan, um, Roy Rogers and Dale Evans, Zorro. I always used to be in love with Zorro. I thought he was the best looking guy in the world. That's when I was just a little girl. Foghorn Leghorn. I don't remember that. April, your dog looks like Scooby Doo. Jazzy Joyce. Well, hello. Welcome to chat. That was too long ago for me, Zorro. I don't know that I've ever watched Froghorn Leghorn. Yeah, how life's treating you, Jazzy Joyce? How's the weather down your way? Yeah, I remember Mr. Ed and Ma and Pa Kettle. Yeah, I remember them. Mr. Ed the talking horse. Yeah, Bonanza. I like to watch Bonanza too. Little Joe. Michael Landon. The sun come out here this afternoon and it quit raining. But like I said, supposed to be 34 tonight, 31 tomorrow night, and then it's going to warm back up a little bit by Wednesday. Yeah, I remember that show, Here Comes the Brides. Looney Tunes, Bugs Bunny. I love Tweety Bird and Sylvester. Years ago, when my son went looking for his truck, he ended up getting a Nissan. And he said, Mom, I almost got a yellow one. I said, oh, you would have had a Tweety Bird truck. He said he thought that yellow was cool for the pickup, but he decided on the burgundy or the red, dark, deep red color that he got. There was a guy that I know a year ago that had a yellow pickup, brand new one. It was yellow, but it was, and I said, oh, he's got a Tweety Bird truck because it was the yellow like Tweety Bird. Yeah, My Three Sons, Leave It to Beaver. Yeah, thought I saw a pussycat. Little Rascals, yeah. The Three Stooges. My Three Sons, yep. I know that storm is moving down. That's why we cooled off here. Yeah, Shirley Temple. Wizard of Oz. Please Don't Eat the Daisies. I remember all those. Well, thank you, Jazzy Joyce. I thought it might warm people up looking at it tonight during the chat. I know, I love Tweety Bird. Sandra D, yeah. And then when I hit teenage years, American Bandstand came out. It did. Well, I'm glad, Jazzy Joyce. Yep, they were the good shows. Little Rascals. Midnight Special, yeah. Annette Funicello, yeah. Well, hey, Jazzy Joyce, thank you so much for that super chat. That was a surprise. Thank you very much. Alice Cooper Show. Do y'all remember when Boy George first came on stage? People used to laugh at Boy George because of the way he dressed and the way he looked. But that man made a mint singing. He didn't care what people thought of the way he looked. He made a lot of money. Jim Carrey lives in the same neighborhood as your son. Wow. Yeah, I know. You can watch a lot of the older shows on YouTube. They probably just about got all of them on there. I thought Fabian was really neat. I love to hear him sing. He was good looking too. You think Jim Carrey was there when you had the missile scare? Huh? Watching this fire makes me want to roast marshmallows or something. Yeah, Ricky Nelson. Brenda Lee, she started years ago. Your son is married into a famous rock star family, April. Can we ask who the rock star is? Yeah, make s'mores. Lucky your son, yeah. His wife's godfather is Jeff Bezos. You know, a lot of people did that years ago. They picked godfathers for their children when they were christened. My uncle was mine, but he's passed away now. Well, I haven't decided which tree I'm going to put up, and I've got this gigantic aloe vera sitting on the table where I put the tree, so I don't know what I'm going to do with that big aloe vera. I couldn't put it back out in the greenhouse this year because the big one I put out there last year froze and it died. So I wasn't going to put anything I wanted to keep out there this year. I couldn't keep it warm enough. So, I mean, this big thing takes up the whole corner of the room. I don't know where I'm going to move it to try to put a tree up over there. I'll figure something out. He still tours and he's British. Oh, okay, April. That's fine. I wasn't sure you'd want to say. I know that big aloe vera is the one I brought in the house because I'm trying to keep it alive till next summer, the spring. And aloe veras don't like it when it gets below 40 degrees. I mean, they'll survive until it gets down to freezing, but then they're going to die back. Oh, wow, April, how neat. Well, my daughter's husband was a bodyguard when she first met him. Big 6'5" muscle bound guy. He was bodyguard to one of the richest families here in Fort Worth and Dallas, the Bass family. Well, that's good, April. He's doing really good. Fantastic. They live in a gated community with a lot of stars. How neat. I bet you are proud of him, April. Your other son is in rehab. I bet you are proud of him. I'd be proud of both of them. Well, that's okay, Teresa. Pause for the cause, as I always say. Nature calls. Oh, wow. The rock star band tours with Johnny Depp. That's pretty awesome. I love the Johnny Depp movie, The Pirates of the Caribbean. I actually went into the Opera House a few years ago, and they were uh, screening people to play the captain of a ship, kind of like that. And they didn't care if it was a woman or a man. If you could act the part, they'd let you have it. And I went in there and I kind of acted like Johnny Depp. And I had the cast, the guy that was, directing the show and all that. I had him in stitches. He was laughing so hard. He said their show was not a comedy. They needed the captain of the ship, but it was not really a comedy. But he said he would cast me in a heartbeat if it was a comedy. Didn't care if I was a woman or not. I'd be the captain of the ship. Yeah, I thought that was kind of cool. Oh, I'm sure it is true, April. And that's even more reason to not tell who the star is, because too many crazy people would be around. No, it don't sound kooky, April. I believe it. You just stay home in your own lane. That's pretty much what I do. Yeah, it's a big world out there. You never know who you're going to meet or who you're going to be uh, friends with or even neighbors to. Never know who you're going to end up working with either. I mean, yeah, if the wrong people knew who the star was that might be close around sometimes, and there's all kind of people come out of the woodwork just trying to get close to whoever the star was. I can understand that. Yep, April has a right to be proud. What do y'all think of having an open live chat? Where, I know usually you just see me talking in the video. But what if some of you could be up on the panel with me? Is that something y'all might be interested in or not? I know you've seen videos where they've got more than just the person that's doing the live. They got other people up there talking too. Would any of you want to be up on the panel with me on the live sometime? Gladys says, cool, I want Connie to be in it. Well, I'll have to make the chat open, and it'll have my link at the top of the chat box. And you'd have to copy that link and put it in your internet browser, close out YouTube, and then once you put that link in the internet browser, it'll take you to StreamYard, and it'll hook you right into my live stream, and it'll put your picture right up on the screen with me. Mardell says, no, not me. Connie says, I think that would be cool. Well, we might try that. I've done it for a few other people's lives, and I thought it was kind of fun to be able to see some of the people you're actually talking to in chat instead of just seeing the words all the time. So I said, well, I might do that. I'd get your reaction to it and see if it's something you think you might like to do. I did mine right with my cell phone. I had a little bit of hard time at first, but then I literally copied the web address down from the link that I saw at the top of the screen or the top of the chat box, and then I closed YouTube out, and then I just put that link in my internet browser, and it connected me right to StreamYard, right into their chat, and put me right up on the screen with everybody. I thought it was kind of fun. Gladys says, no way in 100 years. I don't. It works kind of like that. But that link that'll be up at the top of the chat box, that'll put you right into the live that I'm in, and it'll put your picture right up on my screen. And then when you talk, all the people in the chat can hear you talking, just like you're hearing me talk now. Only you don't need anything. All you do is put that link in your browser and do a search with it, and it'll bring up StreamYard with my link, and it'll connect you right to my live. I just thought it'd be nice to see what everybody looked like for a change instead of just seeing messages that they post in chat. But I thought I'd throw it out there and see what y'all thought of it. It works kind of like that, Connie, but it goes through StreamYard. It doesn't go through FaceTime. You actually see the person. You know, when you see me in my lives and I'm talking to you, you actually are seeing me live on the screen. They'll see you the same way. We may try that tomorrow. I'll have to schedule a live. What time would be good for y'all? Tomorrow night, maybe, or when? Y'all have to schedule the live, and I'll have to set it for an open chat. Make the live open so it'll put the link up there. We'll try it. I think it'll be fun. I think it'll be fun to be able to see a couple of other people up on the screen with me talking, and not just me all the time. What was that game show that put the stars up in the booths up on the wall? I don't remember the name of it. I got a flat tire. I ain't going anywhere. Anytime works for me. Okay, well, whenever I can get the time to do it tomorrow. But I'll have to schedule it. I don't know how far in advance I'll schedule it. But I'll have to go in to schedule it to be able to set the settings to open. Or to invite friends is what I'll choose. I'll set it to subscribers only or members only, and set the setting to where you invite people into the screen with me. And it should put that link up at the top of the chat. Yeah, I can't think of that name either. Is it Hollywood Stars or something? Was that the name of that? Just heated your coffee. It's pretty late for you to be drinking coffee, isn't it, Jazzy Joyce? Won't that keep you up? Connie. Yeah, I thought it was Hollywood Squares. That's the first name that come to my mind. That's kind of the way we'll look up on the screen. We'll beside one another and have some down below us, and I think you can get about 10 up there at one time. So I guess we'll try for that tomorrow, sometime tomorrow, whenever I can figure out a good time for me that I can go live like that. Yeah, the Brady Bunch, that's what we'll look like. We'll look like the Brady Bunch up on the screen. Hollywood Squares, yeah. That's what I'm told. You can get 10 people up there usually at one time. I think that's the limit is 10 people, 10 up there. Yeah, it'll be like Rita's, she has her ladies get up on screen with her. It'll be like that. Do you remember seeing her link up at the top of the chat box when you were watching her live? Yeah, that's where I got the idea. I had been in a couple of Rita's lives, and I got up on the screen with her. I think I got up there 2 or 3 times, and I thought it was kind of fun. And I said, well, you know what? Some of my subscribers might like to do that too. You were there, Jazzy Joyce? You saw me pop up on the screen? I just did it on the spur of the moment. I wasn't really prepared to be seen by everybody, but I got up there anyway. And she has a nice bunch of ladies that come to her chats. Okay, well, we'll plan on it the next live, maybe sometime tomorrow. I don't know what time, but I'll schedule it so you'll get notified. Rita's Roost, Gladys, have you probably have heard of people talking about her? Her channel's called Rita's Roost. They do a lot of quilting. She does cooking. She does a lot of stuff, but they have those panel live chats too, quite a bit, where they just get up there and talk to one another. And sometimes they're actually a lot of them up there, and they might be sewing on a quilt or sewing on something that they're working on. You've never heard of her? Well, I invited her to, come to one of my lives if I had it, where I have the open screen to where she can come in. Maybe she will one time. Yeah, she's a sweet lady. She sent me one of those rooster patterns for the quilt. People were asking her for that rooster pattern or chicken pattern, and I She sent me one. Well, if I go live tomorrow, I'll schedule it. I'll leave it open, so if you decide to do it tomorrow, you can. I'm not forcing anybody to do it, but I just thought you might think it would be fun to do that. She calls hers Rita's Roost. She has hen parties where all the women come in. Sometimes she's got men in there too, because she's found men that do quilting and stuff like that too. Well, I'm going to have to get somebody to get up there to do it so you can see it. I'm getting the moisturizers now, putting plastic on the quick activation. Connie, you're something else. I mean, we all get older. There's no way you can prevent that. We can't always look like we're 20 years old. We can't always be sweet 16. I gotta get out of my PJs. Well, no, you don't. You can leave your PJs on and be on the screen with me. Nobody's gonna know what you got on. Your son called, April? I mean, you can fix your camera the way to show just what you want shown. You can have it just from like your shoulders and your head. You don't have to have your whole body showing. They don't care what you got on. They won't know you got PJs on. Oh, wow. When is her baby due, April? Do you know? That don't matter, Connie. In January. My daughter was born in January. She was supposed to be born the 23rd of January, and she was born on the 21st. She came 2 days early. Natasha. Well, I still don't know any more than I did before April. I don't keep up with a lot of rock stars, so. Gladys, you want to see Connie up there on the screen? And April. We'll be like the Hollywood squares. We'll be famous up in our little cubicle on screen. Yeah, it's a nice name, but I have no clue who it would be. I'm sure there's a lot of Natashas out there. Gladys, you need to send me your picture. Pinky promise. I can email you, Linda, and tell you, well, okay. I'll keep, my mouth will be sealed. Your daughter's calling now. Yeah, I think it'll be fun. What are you going to do with Gladys's picture, Connie? Okay, April. Gladys says I don't have no pinkies. I don't have no pinkies either, Gladys. You ladies realize we've been on here for about 2 hours already? Oh, I see, Connie. I don't blame you. Fair is fair, right? That's why I thought it would be nice to get up on a panel so other subscribers that are in chat could see who they're talking to or see who they're chatting with. Well, that's good, Michelle. My fire accomplished what I was hoping it would do. It's got people relaxed. Oh, Gladys, I'm sure you're not going to scare anybody to death. Yeah, I know what you're saying, Connie. It's always nice to put a face with someone that you chat with all the time, especially Gladys and her wooden Indian. Really, Mardell? Gladys is going to get a spanking. She might like it. Yeah, she might, Mardell. Yeah, Gladys is funny. We all love Gladys. Okay, Annie Watson, I'm fixing to get off here too because I've kept everybody on this live for 2 hours now. So, and it's what, after midnight? No, it's 11:33 here, but I know it's after midnight where you're at. So, and where a lot of these people are. So, you have a good night, Annie. Well, I love all that you came into my chat tonight. I wasn't really didn't know if anybody was going to come in or not without giving notice, but I'll try to go ahead and schedule a live for sometime tomorrow. Like I said, I don't know how much notice I'll give. It may be tomorrow evening. I don't know. Um, and we'll see if we can get some other people up on the screen with me. So I'm going to go ahead and close out now. Y'all have a good night. Love all of you. Blessings, peace, and honor. See you tomorrow. Good night, all.